It has been reported that a woman who died of a chronic disease in Australia has frozen her body through a contract she signed while she was alive. This woman signed the contract believing that the science of the future will revive me. And it is known that there are more than 600 people around the world who have frozen their bodies in the dream of resurrection. According to Australia's public ABC News on the 23rd local time, the body of a woman who died of a chronic disease in Melbourne on the 4th was cooled by Australian body cryopreservation company Southern Cryonics and preserved at -196 degrees Celsius. Southern Cryonics, located in New South Wales, promotes cryogenic preservation technology that allows bodies to be frozen and stored for a long time in a facility filled with liquid nitrogen. Beyond simply storing the body in a frozen state, it claims that immediately after death, organs and cells can be preserved by taking measures to prevent damage to the brain and cells, and then thawing the body to resuscitate it with its living memory. According to the company's press release, when the woman died at the hospital, company employees wrapped the woman's body in ice water and cooled it down for the first time before transferring it to the funeral home. Since then, the company has mobilized doctors and specialized facilities to store them in a frozen capsule filled with cryogenic liquid nitrogen. After a second cooling process for 6 hours, according to the company, the woman was placed in hibernation in the capsule. This is the second time that the company has frozen a human body. After the first case in May last year, the bodies of Ted Williams left and famous Chinese author Du Hongwright, who are called the last 400 hitters of the U.S. Major League Baseball MLB, are being preserved, frozen by the Alcor Life Extension Foundation in the U.S. Source Baidu, MLB homepage. The bodies of Ted Williams left and famous Chinese author Du Hongwright, who are called the last 400 hitters of the U.S. Major League Baseball MLB, are being preserved, frozen by the Alcor Life Extension Foundation in the U.S. Source Baidu, MLB homepage. It started in the United States in the 1960s. Celebrities also. Hibernation. This frozen human technology was first proposed by American physicist Robert Ettinger in his 1962 book, The Possibility of Immortality, and later began when James Bedford, a psychology professor at UC Berkeley, died in 1967 and became the first frozen human. The Alcor Life Extension Foundation in the United States, best known for its related services, promotes that the patient can be frozen and preserved in a living state, then restored to health in the future and reintegrated into society. The bodies of a family of Alcor Foundation officials, famous Chinese writer Du Hong, and Ted Williams, dubbed the last 400 hitter of the U.S. Major League Baseball MLB, are being preserved, frozen in contracts with the Alcor Foundation. Currently, related companies are operating in several countries including the U.S., Russia, China and Australia, and more than 600 bodies are kept frozen. It is also known that more than 3,000 people have signed contracts to freeze dead bodies after death. Companies that freeze preserve dead bodies of pets, not human bodies, are also thriving. Capsules that freeze preserve bodies by the Alcor Life Extension Foundation. Source: Alcor Life Extension Foundation. Capsules that freeze preserve bodies by the Alcor Life Extension Foundation. Source: Alcor Life Extension Foundation. However, there is a constant scientific and ethical controversy over the claims of these companies that frozen people can be revived in the near future. These companies claim that special chemicals are injected into the body to prevent damage to the brain and cells, and it is pointed out that such technology does not exist. Dr. Saffron Bryant of the University of Melbourne told ABC, human organs are composed of various types of cells, all of which are the same chemicals and cannot be frozen and preserved in the same way. If the technology used by these companies was perfect, they would have been used to solve problems such as a shortage of organ donors. Even if science and technology are highly advanced and cryopreserved, bodies can be thawed and resuscitated. Problems arise, such as what legal status to the revived person and how to integrate it into society. It is also controversial that even though it is a technology that has not been proven in practice, it provides a frozen preservation service for corpses that costs hundreds of millions of won by baiting the possibility of 1 in 1,000.